Stoic strategies for dealing with comparison and envy. You open your phone. You scroll through social media. Someone your age is buying a new car. Another is traveling the world. Someone else just announced their promotion, their engagement, their perfect life. And then there's you. Suddenly, your own progress feels small. Your achievements feel meaningless. Your peace disappears, replaced by envy and the painful thought, why not me? Comparison is one of the oldest poisons of the human heart, and envy is its shadow, lurking behind every glance at what others have. The Stoics, those ancient philosophers who lived centuries before Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, understood this poison well, and they left behind strategies that can free us from it. Today, we'll explore Stoic strategies for dealing with comparison and envy so that you can live your own life fully without being trapped by the illusion of someone else's success. Why comparison hurts? Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "It is not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Comparison is not about the other person. It's about how we choose to see ourselves. When you look at someone's wealth, status, or possessions and feel small, it's not their life that is hurting you. It's your interpretation. Seneca warned that envy is misery turned inward. He said, "Envy is the hatred of another's happiness." And Epictetus reminded his students, "If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid with regard to external things." In other words, the Stoics saw comparison and envy as a self-inflicted wound. But here's the good news. Wounds can heal if we treat them. Strategy 1. Remember what is truly valuable. The Stoics made a radical distinction. Wealth, fame, beauty, status, these are externals. Virtue, wisdom, courage, justice, temperance, these are internals. Externals are never fully in our control. They come and go like the weather. Internals, on the other hand, depend on us alone. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. When you compare yourself to someone with more money, remember, wealth is not the highest good. When you envy someone with more recognition, remember, reputation is not within your control. Ask yourself, would I trade my peace, my self-respect, my character, just to have what they have? The Stoics would say, no external prize is worth the loss of your inner freedom. Strategy 2. Practice negative visualization. It sounds strange, but the Stoics recommended imagining loss as a way to awaken gratitude. Seneca encouraged his students to occasionally picture life without the things they already had: family, health, shelter, freedom. Why? Because when you remember that everything you enjoy is temporary, envy has less room to grow. Imagine you envy your neighbor's mansion. Stop and visualize. What if tomorrow you had no roof at all? What if you lost the home you already live in? Suddenly, your ordinary shelter feels like a palace. This technique, called premeditatio malorum, the premeditation of evils, turns envy into appreciation. Instead of saying, why don't I have what they have? You begin to say, how lucky I am to have what I already do. Strategy 3. Reframe success. The world tells you success is money, beauty, likes, followers, admiration. The Stoics rejected this definition. For them, success was living according to virtue. Did you act with justice today? Did you practice courage? Did you live wisely, not foolishly? That was their scoreboard. Epictetus said, if you want to be free, don't wish for things to happen as you wish, but wish for things to happen as they do happen, and you will go on well. This means stop measuring your life by someone else's yardstick. Maybe they're richer, more attractive, more popular, but ask yourself, are they wiser, kinder, more just, more at peace? Redefine success and envy dissolves because you realize you were playing the wrong game all along. Strategy 4. Use envy as a teacher. The Stoics didn't deny human emotions. They knew envy arises naturally. The question is not whether you feel it, but what you do with it. Instead of seeing envy as an enemy, see it as a teacher. When you envy someone, ask, what does this envy reveal about what I value? If you envy someone's wealth, perhaps you've placed too much importance on money. If you envy someone's beauty, perhaps you've mistaken appearance for true worth. Seneca said, "No man is crushed by misfortune unless he has first been deceived by prosperity." Envy is a signal pointing you toward misplaced priorities. Once you see it, you can correct it. So the next time you feel envy rise, don't scold yourself, don't deny it. Study it. Let it teach you where you are most vulnerable to false values. Strategy 5. Turn comparison into inspiration. Not all comparison is toxic. The Stoics encourage comparing yourself not to others, but to your past self. Are you wiser than yesterday? Stronger than last year? Kinder than you were before? This is the only healthy comparison. Progress, not perfection. But even when you do look at others, Stoicism offers a reframe. Instead of saying, "I resent their success," say, "I admire their discipline. I can learn from it." Marcus Aurelius often wrote about the virtues he saw in others. He didn't envy them, he imitated what was noble. If someone is patient, let them remind you to practice patience. If someone is disciplined, let them inspire your own discipline. Comparison then ceases to be poison. It becomes fuel. Modern applications. Let's bring this into today's world. You see someone with more followers online. Instead of envy, remember external numbers don't equal inner peace. Ask yourself, what kind of content am I creating? Is it aligned with my values? You see a friend buying a new car. Instead of comparison, reflect, do I really need it? Or am I chasing an illusion of worth? You hear about a colleague's promotion. Instead of bitterness, study them. What habits help them grow? What lessons can I apply to my own journey? The Stoics remind us envy wastes energy, but inspiration multiplies it. The ultimate Stoic perspective. Marcus Aurelius wrote something profound. When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love. When you hold on to that truth, comparison loses its grip, because you realize life itself is the greatest gift. Envy says, "I don't have enough." Stoicism replies, "You already have everything you need to live well. Your mind, your character, your freedom. And that is enough." Comparison and envy are traps. They chain you to other people's lives and blind you to your own. But the Stoics gave us keys to break free. 1. Remember what's truly valuable. Virtue, not externals. 2. Practice negative visualization. Gratitude for what you already have. 3. Reframe success. Measure by character, not status. 4. Use envy as a teacher. Discover misplaced values. 5. Turn comparison into inspiration. Look to others for lessons, not resentment. The next time envy rise, pause, breathe. Remember Marcus, Seneca, Epictetus. Remember that you walk your own path. You don't need their life. You only need to live yours, wisely, justly, courageously, temperately. And in that, there is no comparison. If this Stoic lesson spoke to you, Let it be more than just words. Put it into practice. And if you'd like more wisdom from the Stoics, make sure to like this video, share it with someone who needs it, and subscribe for more weekly insights. Because envy fades, comparison fades, but wisdom endures forever.